Good morning. It's a bit overcast, to be honest, but I tell you what, it's nice and warm. I mean, there's no sun, but there's a little bit of a breeze. I don't know if you're going to pick that up on the camera. So it's Wednesday, and on a Wednesday I come to see, just as soon as I start recording, the wind builds up. Can you believe that? I hope it's okay on the video. Yeah, so it's Wednesday. I come and see my friends play football on a Wednesday, take some photographs of them and that, you know. And yeah, see my mate Martin, he's coming down. But I kind of like think, oh, I should be, you know, at home working on Cop Talk. But then I would miss this little get together on a Wednesday for a few hours, and I do enjoy it. I enjoy coming down here. So what I thought today was, you know what, do my morning briefing down here. So I've dropped her at work, same town, come over here. I've just been and got my Yogi Bear cut, and I thought I'll hang around down here. So it's like, well, it's just after 10 a.m. in the morning here. The lads will be down here for 11:30, something like that. So it just gives me a chance to do my morning briefing. Otherwise, you know, I'd go home, do it there, and have to come back, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, first of all, if you're new to my channel, this is a morning briefing. It's where I brief everybody in the morning what the schedule is today, what we're going to do. You know, just connect with the community, with my friends. You know. And so there'll probably be nothing exciting in this video. I don't think there's anything exciting in any of my videos, to be honest with you. Yeah, so that's it. Right, so just chill. All right, you know, like if you just put the kettle on and want to see what's happening, see what the schedule is. What I will tell you before you go is I'll be hosting a live stream on here today at 6:30 p.m. UK time. All right, I'm going away next week. So my schedule is going to be a bit all over the place, but I'll still be doing briefings and things like that, and I will still be doing the streams, you know, hosting a live chat for you next week, okay? Even though I'll be 5-6 hours time difference, UK, Europe, whatever. But I'll tell you what else we're going to do in a minute. So I'm just going to show you where I am. So this is like there's a couple of football pitches here, basically. The lads are going to play over there. You get a lot of the academy games take place here. As you can see, we've just got a bit of seating. Nothing spectacular. And then this is the first pitch here, and then the lads will be playing on that one over there, and just over there below that floodlight. Where's the floodlight? I can't see it. I don't know. There somewhere. There's a little cafe and a little bar, you know, if you just want to get a little refreshment or something. So as you can see, the sky is not great. I live up that way. This is the mountain here, which is near my house, and we see, you won't be able to see this, I don't think, maybe, especially from this distance, but we say that's Homer Simpson laid on his back. That's his head, that's his mouth, and that's his belly. We say it's Homer Simpson. When you've had a drink, you can't unsee it, trust me. Amount of times I've gone, hey Homer, how you doing, man? Anyway, so let's sit down. Hey, do you know what, guys? It is absolutely really, really nice here. Very calming. I'm not sure what this building is behind me, but I can hear a fan, like an extractor fan. Over here is a hospital, which is a private hospital. You don't want to go to that hospital. You don't want to go to any hospital. But if you ever go to Benidorm, I'm in Benidorm right now, okay? My town's that direction, about 15 minutes away. But that hospital there, you know, a lot of people claim that you might go there with a bus, you know, oh, I broke my finger on holiday, but you end up being there for 2 weeks or something, you know what I mean? Just to make a few bob out here. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I don't want to go in any hospitals. And then over here behind the hospital, it looks like they're building some kind of, where is it? I guess, I don't know, apartments or another hotel or something. And yeah, so, not the greatest of days, but trust me, when you live here, you like days like this when it's just nice and, you know, nice and calm and everything. It's lovely. A couple of hours from now, they'll be screaming and shouting at each other and falling out with each other. It's only a kickabout, but they end up taking it really serious. You know, it's like they're playing in a Champions League final, these fellas. And some of them are quite old as well, you know, up in their 70s and that. Maybe 80, one of them, I'm not sure. But they're great lads. I love coming down, and, you know, some of them I know from the football, you know, they support CF Benidorm, my local team, and just a good little Wednesday morning. But like I say, part of me feels like I should be at home now because I've got a lot to do, but then I would lose that social, you know, connection. So I just think it's good for me to get out and about. So what we're going to do today, so live stream at 6:30. There's a mail stand video I'm going to do. Now, I relaunched, if you like, the Cop Talk podcast yesterday. There is a video on here that's got Cop Talk podcast in the title from yesterday. If you want to go and learn about the podcast, and the links are in the video description of that video. But basically, if you've got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or any podcast application, I use Pocket Casts. It's a very good free application. Just search Cop Talk, look for the podcast. There's some pretenders on there trying to be Cop Talk. You'll be able to work out who's me. And yeah, it was good yesterday. I thought the audio yesterday was. I got a new microphone, €333. I keep saying it, only because I'm kind of like trying to show to my people that I'm investing in it. I wouldn't spend €333 on a microphone if I've got no intention of doing it. You know what I mean? So I was experimenting with that microphone yesterday. I thought it was good, a little bit too deep, but I don't know if I was too close to the microphone. Somebody also said it sounded a little bit like an empty room, which it is. But I do have a recording room that I could use, put the sponge, if you like, for the acoustics on the wall. But let's just get the podcast going again first. And but it's really, really important that you do give me feedback on your audio, on the audio of it, please, because I want it to be right for you. And I do. Do you know what? I did the podcast yesterday, rusty as fuck, obviously, because I hadn't done one for ages. Not really got much supporters on there now, obviously. He'll never sell ice creams going that fast. What was I saying? Yeah, it's like obviously the support's dropped off because I haven't been doing a podcast for a very long time. But some of you did sign up yesterday, and you made me really happy because I thought, yeah, there's people putting the faith and trust in me, so I don't want to let those people down, So I do want to do the podcast. It's the least revenue generating one of them all. People that know me know that I don't exist to make money, to live a fancy lifestyle. I've done everything I've ever wanted to do, guys. I've got everything I want. I have, honestly. It's not that. It's I need to generate revenue to pay the bills, to pay for it all. And as long as I can do that every month, and I just about do it. And February's the worst month of the year. March ain't much better. But as long as I can do that, then I can relax a little bit and go, do you know what? I'm going to do the podcast because I enjoy it. And I do really like. I did the podcast yesterday. I really enjoyed it. It was like being back in. It's just different to recording the videos. It's strange. It's a strange feeling. And I'm hoping to do one today. Although Wednesday's a little bit mixed and a bit busy today, but I'm going to try my best. I'm also going to bring back the Dunk Knows Best podcast. Scott Cheetham was mentioning it yesterday. Said it's fucking brilliant. We need a petition to bring it back. That certainly doesn't make any revenue. But I'm going to bring that back. So again, wherever you listen to the Cop Talk podcast, you can search Dunk, D-U-N-K, Knows Best. And I'm going to get an episode out on there this week. All right, I'm going to bring that back. We used to have some right good crack on that one. It was good. Nothing to do with football, soccer, but just a bit more cheeky, my usual, my personality kind of thing, Different topics, whatever you want, really. We used to do dating with Dunk on there. That was pretty cool. Unless you were one of the girls that were featured in it, maybe. But no, it was good crack. So Dunk Knows Best, Cop Talk podcast, both back this week, and I would really appreciate if you go over there. Now, the mail stand, that's what just prompted me. The mail stand is staying on here, right? There's no doubt about that. But I'm also putting it on the podcast. It makes sense, right? Because some people want to listen to audio. Some people are driving, or can't watch videos at work or whatnot. Or at least you can sit in your lounge with your earphone in one side going, what, love? Yeah. Dunk, slaff, I don't dunk, man, what the fuck, you know what I mean? So, yesterday I did do a mail stand email in full on that podcast, right? So I haven't done it on here yet. So I'm going to do a video on here for the channel members, but it is on. If you're not a channel member, go over to the podcast and you can listen to the one from yesterday. And I'm sure it was to do with Alonso, and I can't remember. It was in the title of yesterday's video I uploaded on here about the podcast. And there was also a bit of a suggestion that was a hit piece ready to go about Arne Slot. Now, we'll talk about that a little bit more today, maybe. But yeah, I think you're going to enjoy the podcast. I do. If you enjoy my videos, you'll enjoy it, because at least you can listen and not have to look at me, right? So that's a win-win, isn't it? 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6:30. 6 There is at least one mail stand video I've got to do for you today on here for channel members, but it's on yesterday's podcast if you want to go and listen to it. Other things, I haven't checked today's Spanish football dailies yet. I will do that while I'm here. And yeah, I mean, obviously we've got a game tonight. I'm not really big on match previews or match post-match analysis or anything. Sunderland, it's my boys' team, Martin, you know, so yeah, there's part of me would like to watch the game with him tonight, but I'm not someone that wants to go out and have a drink during the week. I'm not, believe it or not. I know you're thinking, fuck off. I'm not, honestly, guys, because, you know, I want to be here with you tomorrow morning and continuing our, you know, our work during the week. That seems a little bit high. Let's bring that down there. I intend to go out Friday this week. I don't know if anyone's bought me a beer yet. Do you know what I mean? I think you've been a bit selfish, to be honest with you. Well, look out for the Revolut links at the end of the video. They're in the video description if you want to sort that out now. No, I'm going out Friday this week, not Saturday, because my local team plays on Sunday, and it's an 11:30 kickoff up near Valencia. So we're going to be leaving about 8 in the morning. What a nightmare. So no drinky poos for me on Saturday, but I'm going to go out Friday instead with Martin, with Trev, with Paul T. These are lads that, you know, I know from the football. I've met these lads just from coming to the football, not this football, the following the local team. And Paul T, he's had a bit of a rough time since Christmas, to be honest with you. And his wife's got, you know, personal problems with a family member, very serious from what I understand. I'm not pushing about that. I know what's gone on. You know, a relative was taken seriously ill in hospital a few days ago, and I assume that you know that she's in England and he's had to come home, and you know they've got a dog and things like that, and just I don't know. I'll see him on Friday. I'll ask him, but I don't want to be messaging him, you know, to find out. But I want to support him, and I think he's going to come and see us lads on Friday. We'll have a beer with him, not a party or anything, obviously. Just put an arm around him, you know, and anything we can do to help you, kind of thing. So yeah, Friday for me this week, guys. If you want to get me a beer. Revolut links in the video description, all right. Yeah. So, I should get on with my acknowledgements, I guess. Do you know, we were talking on the live stream last night about Arne Slot's press conferences. I have watched one press conference this year, this season. And that was only because you guys were on a live stream and said, have you seen today's press conference? You need to see it. And I watched it on a live stream with you guys. But I'm not interested. I feel awful, you know. I'm like, I don't like bullies or bullying or pile-ons, you know. And it isn't bullying, is it, to say, hey, I'm not impressed with the manager at the moment and some of the things he's saying. But it still feels uncomfortable for me criticising a Liverpool manager, whoever they are. And I was the same with Roy Hodgson. I just don't. It's just not cool, you know. But at the same time, football's a game of opinions, right? And we care a lot, and we just want to speak up. And you know, I'll be honest with you, putting the football to one side, because I think there's a lot of things need addressing at Anfield, not just the manager or head coach, whatever you want to call him, but the executives, the structure, the whole thing. I just think there's something wrong. But the football's boring. Put that to one side. Arne Slot at the press conferences, he's been saying some things that at times have got either made me raise my eyebrows and go, fuck you on about? You sound like Brendan Rodgers. Or has made me a little bit angry, you know, a little bit like, hang on a fucking minute, that's a dig. Or, you know, just something he said the other day about, you know, like youngsters and stuff like that. And I just think, I'm not really liking you at the moment, to be honest with you. Which then I look for a defence, right? Because I just think, oh well, then yeah, maybe he's under pressure. So he is obviously under pressure. Matt Lawrenson was on the radio the other day, and he was saying he talks too much, and I agree with him. They have these, you know, obligations where they've got to speak to the media and things like that. But he's saying too much. You know, Kenny Dalglish was prickly as fuck with the media. He was the other extreme. He was like, I remember watching Kenny Dalglish years ago after a Liverpool game. First time he was manager, I think. Yeah. And they said to him, he was stood in front of the dugouts doing an interview after the game, and he went, so Kenny, how did you see the game? And he went, oh, I was over there, just watching it. You know what I mean? It's just like that dry humour. Dalglish hated the fuckers, didn't he? And yeah, they come out with some comments, you know. There was a disrespectful question the other week when they said about Alonso. But listen, I woke up today, first thing I did was have a look, you know, when I wake up in the morning after I look at my emails, I have a look to see what's being said, and there was comments about him being asked by, I don't know who he was being asked by, but Lewis Steele put some comments out, some quotes out where Slot had said, about whether he's facing the sack if he doesn't do this and that in competitions, even the Champions League. And he made reference, I'm sure he said that something to do with Jurgen failed or something. I think he quoted his name. But basically, I think, and I'm not sure, guys, it was early, I'll have a look later, but implied, there's been other managers here in recent years that didn't get the chop after, you know what I mean? And it's just like, which is fair comment, isn't it? We'd all do it and say, well, hang on a minute, he was fucking, So, I don't know, I'm just really, really off against Slot at the moment, to be honest with you. It's just a shame because when I've seen him laughing and joking and interacting with people, I think, oh, he's a good egg. He looks like an egg, but he's a good egg, But I understand when you're under pressure, but he's just not coming across right, in my opinion. And I think some people are getting a little bit like me, where they're like, I can't defend that, So, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, he's toast. He's done. I'm consistent with my opinions with this, right, guys? I'd have said the same thing if we'd have beat City, right? I don't flip-flop with my opinions. I think he's done. And the reason I've got that opinion, and I know people, like my regulars poke fun at me and go, how long have you done this for? But you've got to remember, I've got new people on here all the time, and it is nearly 3 decades, nearly 30 years I've been running Cop Talk now, right? It's a long time. And in that time, my experience shows or suggests that any manager at Liverpool, any Liverpool manager that divided the fan base, was under pressure at any point during his reign, right? Like where I'm talking about, like, not lost a couple of games and people slagging him off. I'm talking where the fan base is divided, now we want him out, right? Never, ever come back from it. Never. Dragged on, but never got back from it. So that, to me, from my experience, suggests that he will not recover from this. Law of averages suggests maybe one day that will change. I don't know, but I'm uncomfortable slagging him off, criticising him. I'm trying to do it with the most, utmost respect, but I just genuinely think that he will not be the manager or head coach of Liverpool this time next year. Right? I'm giving myself a really big window there. I get it, I admit that. I'm not an ITK. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I ain't got a fucking clue what's going to happen. He might win the Champions League. He might not. But I just feel like, will he be sacked this season? I don't know. If he falls away from that top 4 desperately, then yeah, I think there's a good chance. Will he be? Will they relieve him in the summer? Who knows? Because he might have won the Champions League. They could hold on. Maybe they would. Let's imagine, right? Just for 1 minute, right? Let's imagine together, right? Okay, we imagined that he wins the Champions League, starts a new season, same shit. Halfway point, he's fired. I just don't think he'll be the manager or head coach, whatever the fuck you want to call him, at this time next year. I don't, guys. I think he'll be gone. Okay, so, but I respect your opinions. Who's WhatsApping me already? Martin, my friend. I'll have a walk down, mate. He's coming down. He messaged me earlier and he said, yeah, what we thinking today? It's a bit windy. I went, it's not windy. Well, it was a little bit breezy, wasn't it? Might have sounded louder on the camera. He's probably got an hangover. But I did say to him, no, I'm down here now, mate, but, I'll let you know later what it's like. But it's nice. I think it's nice. Lovely day. Anyway, should we get on with the acknowledgements? Okay, so yesterday, we had a live stream yesterday. I'm trying to do live streams at 6:30 p.m. UK time. I guess you guys might like it an hour later, but you've got to remember it's 7:30 for me over here. And by the time I finish, it's 9, just after 9, I think after 9, something like that. Excuse me, my night's gone. I lose my night, I don't see my chick, I boot her out of the lounge, and Remy. I kick them all out so I can have a live stream with you. And she doesn't moan about that, she just goes and chills on the bed. But I don't see her during the week. But I like to connect with you guys, I like to talk about things. Some of you are not channel members and, I feel bad that you can't watch certain videos sometimes. So I like to talk to you about everything, So try and get it in your head, 6:30 UK time. Next week, I'm not sure what time it'll be because I'm going to be in the US, all being well. But I'm going to aim for 6:30, all right, next week. And yeah, 6:30. So anyway, we had a live stream yesterday, and the live stream was supported by the following wonderful people: Rob O'Shea, Theo the detective, Ruby. Now I can't remember how to pronounce this, and he did tell me it's spelled Geir, Gare. Yeah, I just don't know. And someone did say on the stream last night, can't wait till tomorrow morning's briefing when Doug tries to pronounce that. But G-E-I-R, can't even spell it. G, big G, there we go, G. That saves a lot of hassle. Hammer time. Alexander Cornford, Alexander Cameron, Errol, Magoo House, Mark the Legend, and Sean O'Neill all supported my live stream last night. And I'm sure Niall should be in there as well. Niall supports me all the time. Niall's my boy, man. He's like my big brother, man. Guys, thank you for supporting the stream. This is why I do the acknowledgements, guys, because I would not be able to do this without these people, without people that are channel members, and without the super thanks. That is a fact, right? I don't know what the revenue is from the views. It's fractional because I don't clickbait. I don't have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I don't pull funny faces and, you know, and go, oh my God, can you believe what happened next? And that, no, we've just got a grown-up channel here, you know? So, and the way, what I like to do is I don't sell anything to you. I mean, yeah, I've got to do my grift, you know, support my channel and shit. But, you know, I get approached all the time, you know, will you sell this? Will you promote? I don't do that to you guys, yeah? Fucking influencers. Who the fuck, do you know what I mean? All they do is try and flog something to you. They don't care whether they believe in it. Not most of them. Some probably do, but, you know, I couldn't do that to you. Hey, guys, I've got this new product here. You can have to get a right good shave around your nuts with this. Here, use code COPTALK or Big Dunk. You know what I mean? No, I don't do that. So I try and do things, you know, like the proper old school way, right? So I won't fuck you around. If you can support me, you know, by becoming a channel member, by getting me a beer or whatever, then fucking great. But if you can't, right, or you don't want to, well, you could at least thumbs up the video or drop me a comment. So it's a win-win, right? So that's how we do things around here. These people are super important to me, and they're giving me their hard-earned cash, right? That means a lot to me. It really does, guys. You know what I mean? So they're my peoples that supported me on the live stream last night. Now, then we have what's called the super chats. They're super chats. They're super chats. See, I'm too old for this shit. These are super thanks. This is the love heart that you'll see under the video or around the video somewhere, right? Here we go. It's super thanks. FN agent, channel member as well. Squad, you get a little football next to your name when you're a channel member. It shows everyone that you're with me. You know what I'm saying? So every time you see someone with a football, just think, if it weren't for that fucker, we won't be here. That's how important they are to me. Agent said, hi mate, just got in from work, cold, wet and depressed. Oh, fucking hell. Popped cop talking to YouTube and couldn't help smiling and laughing along with you on this video. This is the Arnold Slot's next move video. It's an exclusive from yesterday. Thank you for brightening my miserable evening. Keep up doing what you do, pal. It means more than you know to so many people. DAD, KB, Duncan Dave knows best. Doesn't quite work, does it? He says. Take care, mate. YNWA. I love Agent. Always polite, nice, supporting, comes on the streams. Channel member. Bought me a coffee if you like, couple of quid in the kitty. You know, people will say, well, it's only 99p, Dunk, sorry pal. Fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like, collectively, it goes in a pot. You know, that pot that on others have got to piss in. And it makes a big thing. If every single subscriber did that, can you imagine what I would do for you guys? Can you imagine? Be fucking min. Yeah. Anyway, Agent, thank you, man. I'd have like a great big fucking studio, just like better than Sky Sports studio, and I'd have just me and Remy with a little desk in the middle, like in his bed. Do you know what I mean? It'd be cool as fuck. And a couple of chicks dancing in the background. You know what I mean? Oh, you was right. Let's move on. Clive Mitchell, channel member, squad. Thanks, Dunk. Nice MB. What does MB mean? Morning briefing. Thank you, brother Clive. I appreciate you. Errol, channel member, squad, thank you. Also supported the live stream last night, so just gave him a shout out. He said thanks. Cheers, brother. What's this one? Archive soft pain. It's got numbers in and stuff. Archive soft pain, something like that. Channel member, and he also said slot out. Not going to disagree with him. Bought me a coffee. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with everything he says. Squad. Mark the Legend, always there is Mark the Legend, and he's a legend. Even if he took the legend out of his username, I would say Mark the Legend. Thanks, brother. Enjoy your day, he said, and he's giving me a little salute. Right, that's it on the super thanks. I'm sure Niall should be in there somewhere. I'm not sure, but Niall is my boy. You know, Niall's like being so supportive of me. There's loads of people coming. Oh, they're coming over here. Oh no, we're gonna have to go. I can't sit here recording a video with these numpties coming here. Where are they going? We've got loads of people coming. Are they gonna come? Please turn. No, they're gonna come right over here. Right, so in that case, we are gonna do one. We're gonna go and sit over there. Right, here we go. So, oh no, they're going down there. What are they up to? Weirdos. All right, so like my little badge, I got my CF Benidorm badge. Look, I got my LFC. I was talking to a Newcastle fan over there, but you can take that off. Oh no, they're coming on here, man. Fuck off. Anyway, so I'll show you what I mean. You can't see, you won't think you'll see him on camera. Right, where were we? Okay, super thanks, all done. I do believe. They've got a red kit on. I wonder who they are. Anyway, I don't think anything came through yesterday on Monzo or PayPal. I'm not sure. Monzo or PayPal. There's 3 links in the video description. Alternative methods. Why are they coming over here? Don't think there was anything on there, guys. I hate it when people come. Oh, there's 2 football pitches and they have to come to this one. Right, there's nothing on there. I'm going to take a quick look at Revolut. So there's 3 links in the video description if you want an alternative method, basically, to support me. Revolut is my beer kitty, by the way. All right. Let's have a look. Yesterday, I got a message from Chris, who's basically supporting me on the podcast on Patreon. So that's pretty cool. I did reply to him. Oh yeah, there was one yesterday which was Richard, who supported me on what do you call it, on Revolut. He put, there you go, dunk 10% of a new mic or a coffee and beer. Thank you, brother. I did reply and said cheers, my man. So that went through all right, Richard. I appreciate you, brother. Cheers. That's pretty cool. Who else is there? Nothing on there. I've just got to check that this one was what was this one? Can you tell I've lost my trail of thought? I'm surrounded by people now, talking to a tripod, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a look. British pounds. No, nothing. I think that's it, guys. If I've missed you out, please let me know. I think there was just Chris messaged me on Patreon. Chris messaged me yesterday on Revolut. He's previously supported me on there before, and he was just giving me some suggestions for the podcast. But the one that did support me yesterday was Richard, who basically chucked some money and said there's a bit towards the microphone or a coffee or a beer or whatever, really. That's it, guys. I think that's everyone. I'm going to try and upload this to you, but the phone signal around here is really poor. It takes forever, but I'll try and get it online. But that's it, I think, guys. So listen, don't forget, live stream tonight, 6:30 p.m. UK. I'll try and do the podcast today, Cop Talk podcast. The Dunk Knows Best podcast is coming back this week. If you want the ad-free version, the ad-free versions of the podcast, go to Patreon, patreon.com/Cop Talk. And if you sign up to support the podcast there, you'll get all ad-free versions, extra content as well. But if you can stomach the ads, you can just listen to it on any platform. All right, guys. These lads here are going to be, looks like they're going to be playing footy up to Summit. These lads, not trying to listen to the nationality. I can't hear them talking. I don't think they're English and they're not Spanish. So yeah, maybe you can hear them, I don't know. So that's it, I think, guys. Well, I'm going to go now for a cup of coffee over there. I'm an hour and a half early, but Martin will be down in about an hour, I reckon. So let's go. You'll see him behind me now. Look, there they are. So we can cut across the field here. They're going to be playing on this pitch by the looks of things. Why do I just sound Spanish, actually? Trust me, there's 2 football pitches. There's about 12 benches, maybe 20 seating areas, and they come to the one where I'm recording, which is Sod's Law. But it is a football pitch, and they are entitled to. Do you know what I'm saying? There's the hospital up there behind me I was pointing at before, look. And my mate lives in that building there behind. He'll be coming down here to play. There's something about, I don't know if you'd agree with me or if you've ever done this, but there's something about walking in a goal mouth. Something about it, do you know what I mean? Standing right in the middle. You've got to stand right in the middle. Like that. And then look that way. Come on, you fucker. Going left and right like that. You know what I mean? Which way are we going? Ah, dear. I bought a drone, you know. I treat myself. I bought a drone. I never buy anything for myself. Never. Because I've got everything. I have. I've got everything. My life is very simple. I love doing cop talk. It's my life. I mean, like, guys, it is my life. I've done this all of my adult life, really, if you think I started in my early 20s, right? Started when I was younger than Rob, my son. And I look at Rob now, and he's still a kid to me. There's a park there. I don't want to film in there, but there's a nice little park there for the kids. This is the other pitch. This is where the boys will be playing. I think we might have to move that. Depends how many turn up. Sometimes they go the full, you know, full thing, or sometimes they have these, they'll go across the pitch, look, there. Me and Martin usually sit over there in the middle. But I brought my cameras today. I brought my 2 cameras, so I try and get some pictures for lads and that. They love it, do you know what I mean? So, like I was saying, here we go, look, we're back in goal. Like I said, I've got everything. And like at my age now, I just want to be happy, and I am happy. Look, I'm doing things I love, like this. I love it. I don't know why, but when I was at the barber's this morning, something came up in conversation about that, you know, about age. And we were talking, because she's a few years older than me, not many. And yeah, I was saying, like, I don't know what I said, but she went, how old are you, 51? I went, yeah. I says, but, I said, you know, at this age now, I'm just really appreciating life. And she said something, she went, well, you wear your heart on your sleeve, don't you? You're very, you know, open. I don't want to say honest, because it makes me sound like an angel. But I am honest, but what I mean is, she was saying that I wear my heart on my sleeve with my emotions and feelings. And I do. And it's a really good feeling, because it means that you can be really genuine as to who you are, right? Listen, when I was doing cop talk in my 20s, I made some horrendous mistakes. If people, you know, I used to get people that were smart, and, you know, like if they left a shitty comment, I'd be like fucking arguing with them and carrying on. But as you get older, when you get to my age now, you kind of like, you don't give a fuck. Because you just think, shut up, silly cunt, I'm not fucking wasting my time on you. But you know, when you're a young lad, it's natural to bite, innit? You know what I mean? Anyway, so I bought a drone, right? And like I say, I don't normally buy things for myself. I took it on credit card. My mum would be like, go on, son. I can't wait to film. I would have filmed today, but I've not flown it yet. I've got my insurance for a year. I've got all my paperwork. I've got my registration number with the government. I've done like an exam online. Everything totally legal. And what I plan to do is bring it down here. I don't think it would be good to do it today. And I want, like, what I do here, I go so many fucking conversations I have with you guys. I jump from thing to thing. What I do here is, when I come to the football here on a Wednesday, I practice like different settings and things like that. For then when I went for the Benidorm games on Sunday. So if I want to try a new thing on my camera, I'll do it here with the lads here. Do you get me drift? Oh, I'm in dugout now. So that's a bit low, isn't it? So what I mean is, next week, I'm not here next week. When I get back from a little jolly, I'm going to bring the drone here and film the lads here, right? And get comfortable with it. And then I'm going to go and do it at training, with the games. I can't do it at the football stadium on match day, do you know what I mean, for obvious reasons. But I think the lads might like it here. you know, and then training, it's going to give like a different angle of everything. I've got this drone. I've never been so excited about anything. Well, I suppose there was that bird a few years back. She was fucking I'm really like really excited about this drone. You've got no idea. I'm really looking forward to using it. How many times have I said really? And I just think it'll be super cool. But it's like time, isn't it? It got delivered yesterday. I've not flown it yet. When am I going to get time to fly it? You know, I'm going away at the weekend. I've got some stuff recently, you know, guys, since I've got right into photography and stuff like that. 2 Canon R10 cameras, a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera, because I'm launching a YouTube channel with my chick, not OnlyFans. My mate glasses. Is that it? The drone, 2 cameras, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and the glasses. So you think of all those different things combined. So when I do match day, right, with CF Benidorm, when the whistle blows, the referee ends the game, I now put the glasses on and I go out right into the middle of the pitch. You know, when the players are, you know, shaking hands and stuff, and I don't stand there with the camera or anything, I just walk amongst them and giving that view that you wouldn't normally get at this level of football. You know what I mean? The drone, I'm not going to be able to do that on match days, but I'm hoping to take it to training. But I don't want to annoy the manager. You know what I mean? Like, last thing he needs is a fucking drone behind him or something. But maybe from a distance, but I'm not going to know until I try it. And that's where this location comes in on a Wednesday, because I'll be able to fly it round here, get some shots of the lads, and I just think it's going to look super cool. And I'm going to do a YouTube channel for that, because what I'm going to do is not for the football, but for the area, Spain, you know, like this area by drone, so to speak. Over there in the distance is a huge mountain, not a mountain, there's hills. So I could go up there and film stuff, because I just think people like to see stuff like that. I do. But again, it's free time, and I don't get much free time. That's why I've always got to grift, you know. If you think about it, if it was, you know, if it was a lucrative thing that I do, would I really be at the end of my videos saying, hey guys, if you want to get, you know, me a beer or a channel membership? Do you think I'd really be doing that? When I started Cop Talk back in the late 1990s, you were getting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Do you know what I mean? You never had to say anything. And then I saw what was going to happen. I knew the .com bubble was going to burst, and burst it did in the year 2000. And I set up a members website, an optional member, and the fucking shit I got off the Liverpool community, the hate, that's where all the hate towards me started. The internet's supposed to be free, blah, blah, fucking blah. Oh, God, I've never heard it, because I work from Liverpool, there was hell on. Do you know what I mean? I got hated to fuck. And the irony is, all of them people from the other Liverpool websites that slaughtered me, guess what they all did? Brought in a membership, and more expensive than being on Cop Talk. But I don't like referring it to a membership as a membership. I like to say it as more of a donation. Listen, if you like my work, then please support me, all right? And maybe if I had more support, maybe I could go out with the drone and have a day off and things. Do you know what I mean? Because I do work hard, guys, I do. But I love it, I fucking love it. If I dropped the Euro Millions, or when I dropped the Euro Millions, if I won 100 million fucking euros, I would still be sat here, right, doing this video now, and I would be still doing Cop Talk, just not every day of the week. Maybe I would like 2 days off or something. I don't think people would begrudge that. But I would invest money in it and to make it even better for you and give you all the things that you want. And I'd be flying you guys all over the world to Liverpool games and just making people happy. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure people watch my videos, my haters, and go, "What a load of shite," but it's the fucking truth. It's the truth. And anyone that knows me knows that when I can make a difference to someone's life, I do. Just can't do much, really. But what I can do is enjoy myself, and enjoy myself this morning. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to get a cup of coffee. My boy Martin will be here soon. I'm going to take some pictures of the lads, and then, you know, probably take a few hours to edit them, but they like them, you know. Lovely. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Hope you're all okay. I don't know if I can upload from this. There's no connection, no data on this one, on this phone, so I need to piggyback off this phone and see if I can upload it, but it takes fucking hours to upload from here. And my mate, he lives in Thailand, and he spends his time here. His house is just over there, over the road, and he'd said to me, come to my house and get me Wi-Fi. I could literally cross the road and upload it from there. And I didn't do it, but he's back next month, we'll do it then. He's a good kid. Alright guys, listen, if you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up this video, please drop me a comment. Those are two of the things, as well as watching, that really help my channel, you know, I want you to feel like you're helping me, okay? If you're in a position to support me financially, there's a love art on the video, it's called a super thanks. It goes a long way. That 99p, that 1.99, it goes a long way, guys, collectively, trust me. You can join the channel, become a channel member, watch the mail stand, all them kind of things. I've got more features planned for those people that join me just to be with me, not because they get anything extra, which is pretty cool. There's 3 links in the video description. Alternative methods, I get 100% of those, they're instant. Revolut is my beer kitty, and there's nothing really in the beer kitty. There was one, wasn't there? But I'm going to put that towards the microphone. Beer kitty, beer on Friday, all being well, and yeah, so there's plenty of ways of supporting me. Becoming a VIP member is the biggest, and if anyone does become a VIP member, would you please leave me a comment to say you've done that, because I'd really like to acknowledge you for that, because that is the baby. That is where you find me all day when I'm not making videos. I'm on the members website, and there's some very important people on there, trust me. And finally, the Cop Talk podcast. I think I've given you enough information on that, but if you want to listen to the podcast, I uploaded a video to this channel yesterday. It's got Cop Talk Podcast in the title, and just the links will be in the video description to it. All right, and yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me on this journey in my life. I wouldn't change it. I love what I do, guys. I fucking love it. You guys are the best. You really are. I'd like a day off. That would be nice, just to have one day and go, oh my fucking God. You know, I want to, there's like a cliff, there's a cliff over there just down by the bay, and I keep thinking I'd love to go there for one day with my drone and learn, you know, take off, landing, and put it out over the bay a little bit. It's licensed to do it. I can do it there, learn it, take a few sandwiches and something, or maybe even take my chick with me, do you know what I mean? And just have a nice day off would be nice, do you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not complaining. Please never ever think I'm complaining. I'm just saying I'm a bit tired, you know, and I hate doing the grift at the end of my videos, but I've got to. But I get some good support on here, and yeah, that's enough. Okay guys, take care, and hopefully we will speak real soon.